Have you ever wondered what would happen if our planet's magnetic poles decided to switch places? We're talking about a reality where compasses point south instead of north, where aurora borealis could be seen from Australia, and where migratory birds might just lose their way. This isn't a plot of a sci-fi movie, but a scientific possibility. The Earth's magnetic poles have switched places many times in our planet's history. What if north became south and south-north? Let's dive into this fascinating topic. To understand this better, we first need to explore what Earth's magnetic poles are. At the heart of our planet, there's a bustling world of molten iron, churning and flowing, creating our Earth's magnetic field. This invisible force field, with its north and south poles, is what we commonly refer to as Earth's magnetic poles. But how are these magnetic poles created? You see, the Earth's outer core, made up of mostly iron and nickel, is in a liquid state. As our planet rotates, this molten metal flows and swirls around, generating electric currents. These currents, in turn, create a magnetic field that stretches out into space, forming our magnetosphere. The magnetosphere, with its magnetic poles, plays a crucial role on Earth. It's like a cosmic shield, protecting us from the onslaught of solar wind, a stream of charged particles emitted by the sun. Without this shield, these particles would strip away our atmosphere, making life as we know it impossible. The magnetic poles also help us navigate. For centuries, mariners have used compasses, which align with the Earth's magnetic field, to find their way across the vast oceans. Even many animals, like birds and sea turtles, rely on this magnetic field for migration and navigation. But here's a fascinating fact. Earth's magnetic poles aren't fixed. They wander, slowly and steadily. Over the last century alone, the North Magnetic Pole has moved over 600 miles towards Russia, and this isn't a new phenomenon. Evidence from rocks and sediments suggest that Earth's magnetic poles have flipped multiple times in our planet's history. These magnetic pole reversals, or geomagnetic flips, occur over geological timescales, typically every several 100,000 years. The last one happened nearly 800,000 years ago, so we're overdue for a flip. So now that we've got a grasp on what these poles are, let's delve into the phenomena of their potential shift. The shift of the Earth's magnetic poles isn't a Hollywood sci-fi concept, but a geological event that has occurred numerous times in our planet's history. Now you might be thinking, how do we know that? Well, the evidence lies beneath our feet. Geologists have discovered that rocks with magnetic properties show a record of these past shifts. These rocks, when forming, align themselves with the Earth's magnetic field. Over millions of years, they serve as a geological compass, providing us with a timeline of the Earth's magnetic history. Just imagine, these silent storytellers have witnessed the North and South poles swap places not once, not twice, but hundreds of times. The last major flip, referred to as the Bruniss-Matuyama reversal, occurred nearly 780,000 years ago. So why do these shifts occur? The answer lies at the core of our planet. Earth's magnetic field is generated by the swirling movements of molten iron within its outer core. This dynamic system, driven by heat from both the inner core and the mantle, can lead to fluctuations and even reversals of the magnetic field. Now, if you're picturing a sudden cataclysmic flip, let's hit the brakes. The process is not as dramatic as it sounds. It is, in fact, a slow, gradual process. The magnetic north and south poles meander across the Earth, sometimes moving as much as 10 degrees per million years. It's a bit like a waltz, with the dancers occasionally changing places. While it's true that there's a lot we still don't understand about these shifts, current scientific consensus suggests that we're thousands of years away from the next one. In geological terms, that's just around the corner, but in human terms, it's far beyond our lifetimes. While it's not a sudden event, the shift of the Earth's magnetic poles is a slow, gradual process taking thousands of years. So, while we can't precisely predict when the next shift will occur, we can be confident that our planet has a track record of navigating these changes successfully. It's a slow process, but what if, hypothetically, the poles decided to switch places tomorrow? Just imagine, one day you wake up and the compass needle that always pointed north is now pointing south. What would that mean for us and our planet? Let's start with our technology. Much of our modern-day tech, from navigation systems to satellite communications, relies heavily on Earth's magnetic field. If the poles were to flip tomorrow, these systems could go haywire. Our GPS might get us lost instead of guiding us, and our satellite communications could face major disruptions. Imagine a world where your smartphone loses its smartness overnight. And what about our power grids? They too could face significant strain. A shift in the magnetic poles could induce currents that might overload electrical systems and cause widespread blackouts. You thought the occasional power outage was inconvenient? Imagine a global blackout. But it's not just our tech that would feel the effects. The Earth's magnetic field acts like a shield, protecting us from harmful solar radiation. If the poles switch, there could be a period of reduced magnetic strength, during which more solar radiation could reach the Earth's surface. We might need to rethink our sunscreen game. Our planet's ecosystem wouldn't be spared either. Many animals, especially birds and sea creatures, use the Earth's magnetic field for migration and navigation. A sudden shift could leave them disoriented, potentially impacting biodiversity and disrupting ecosystems. And the climate? Some scientists speculate that a pole reversal could lead to climate changes. However, the relationship between pole reversals and climate is complex and not fully understood. But considering the potential magnitude of a pole shift, it's safe to say that it would be a game changer. From disrupted navigation systems to possible climate changes, a shift in the magnetic poles could indeed turn our world upside down. But remember, this is a hypothetical scenario. The actual pole shift is a gradual process, occurring over thousands of years. So don't worry, your compass can point north for now. Given the potential consequences, how prepared are we for such a significant event? Our scientific community is actively working towards understanding this curious phenomenon. Researchers across the globe are using advanced technology, like satellite data and computational models, to study the Earth's magnetic field. These tools help us predict not only when a pole shift might occur, but also what impacts it might have on our planet. Scientists are also looking into the past to find clues about future pole shifts. By studying ancient rocks, they can uncover evidence of past magnetic reversals, which provides invaluable insights into the nature and frequency of these events. But understanding the phenomenon is only half the battle. We must also prepare for the potential changes a pole shift could bring. This could include developing infrastructure that can withstand fluctuating magnetic fields, or designing technology that is less reliant on our planet's magnetism. Adapting to a pole shift won't be easy, but it's not impossible. Humanity has proven time and again its ability to overcome challenges and adapt to new circumstances. And with the knowledge and technology we have today, we are better equipped than ever to face this potential future. While the shift of our planet's magnetic poles is an eventuality, it's not imminent. However, understanding this phenomenon is crucial for our long-term survival. So, what have we learned today about the shift of our planet's magnetic poles? We've delved into the science behind Earth's magnetic poles, unraveling their mysteries and shedding light on their role in our planet's ecosystem. We've discovered that these poles aren't as stable as we might think. They've reversed hundreds of times throughout Earth's history in a phenomenon known as a geomagnetic flip. We've also explored what could happen if the poles shifted tomorrow. From technological disruptions to potential climate changes, the effects could be far-reaching, though not necessarily catastrophic. Despite the uncertainty, we've seen how scientists and researchers worldwide are preparing for a potential polar flip, studying past events, and developing predictive models. And that's the beauty of our planet. As we continue to explore and understand our planet, we realize that even the seemingly constant can change, and that's what makes our world so fascinating.